Hello everyone. Before I start my presentation today, I would like to ask each and every one of you a question. Raise your hand if by the age of 18, your parents talked to you about the consumption of alcohol. Well, that is mostly all of us in here. What most parents do not know is that kids are exposed to alcohol way before the legal drinking age of 21. Limitation is not the same as prevention. Creating awareness and responsibility should be the key conversations parents should have with their own kids. I know some of us, if not most of us, have been exposed to alcohol way before the legal drinking age of 21 or before the age of 18. Whether you were at a family gathering, whether you were hanging out with your friends, or even at a birthday party, you have seen adults consuming alcohol. So why is it that the government has placed so many rigid laws to alcohol consumption at the age of 21? Well, my presentation today will talk about lowering the legal drinking age to the age of 18 and some of the benefits that it will have. Recent research published by the World Health Organization found that while 15 and 18 years old teens in many European states, where the drinking age is 18 or younger, and often unenforced, they have had fewer dangerous intoxications occasions than the American counterpart. So why is that? For example, in Southern European nations, ratios of all drinking occasions to intoxication occasions were quite low, roughly 1 in 10. While in the United States, almost half of all drinking occasions resulted in intoxication. Today, I'll give you a little bit more information about why the age of drinking should be lowered to 18. And by the end of my presentation, you will understand that by lowering the legal age to drinking will reduce alcohol consumption in teens. So why is it that teens drink before the age of 21? And what are some of the repercussions that it has by having the legal drinking age of 21? One of them is binge drinking. Something that we all ask ourselves is, does the age of limitation 21 really works? It is not the age of the drinker that matters. It's the experience that makes the difference. If by the age of 18, kids have already been exposed to drinking, all of these problems of intoxications will be resolved. Responsible drinking is what makes the difference. Age limitation to 21 has not worked then and it has not worked now. Yes, I know that most of us have been in a situation where we are at a party or at our first party out of high school and we do not know what we're drinking. Did you know that the first time alcohol consumption turns to binge drinking, according to the National Institute of Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism? So I want to emphasize again a little bit about what is binge drinking. The definition of binge drinking is, in the words of one scholar, is the consumption of a large enough amount of alcohol in short enough periods of time that puts the drinker and others at risk. So recent interpretation of binge drinking connote to night-long episodes of severe intoxication, rendering the drinker not only inebriated, but in peril of alcohol poisoning. This is mostly practiced by young adults by the age of 18. Binge drinking is one of the main results of the legal drinking age of 21. This is where we all ask ourselves, does it really work? Does it really work to have the legal drinking age of 21 when you already have so many young adults binge drinking before the age of 18? This is mostly composed of why of kids are doing binge drinking is because they want to have that experience before the legal drinking age, but they're so scared to do so. And so in some examples is they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what will be the cost of consuming alcohol or how will their body react to those consumption of alcohol. Drinking is a responsibility we should all have in a very early age of life, where parents should sit with their kids and have this conversation of regularity of drinking, and also to put a stop where they can feel that they're drinking and there is responsible. Responsible drinking is a major step that we should all take in conversation with our kids. This is where they will interpret and know what responsible drinking is and how would their body react and when would they know to stop. All these conversations will really prevent kids to consume alcohol at large amounts. Drinking, binge drinking, it will be then will be lowered in the age of 18. So this brings me to my next point, the drinking age. So does the drinking age of 21 really work? The drinking age of 21 has had no discernible effect on fatality associated with alcohol. As you can see on my graph, alcohol poisoning deaths are most common among the middle-aged adults of the age of 35 to 45. So what is the definition of alcohol-related suicides? This includes accidents, drowning, murders, alcohol poisoning rates, etc. So the age of drinking has really not shown any decline associated with the drinking age. Some of the symptoms are death and of injury from alcohol overdose have become a great concern to parents, teachers, high school, and college administrators since the drinking age was raised to 21. By raising the drinking age to 21 has caused most 18 to 20 kids to drink more. Binge drinking is a major concern in most schools. The greatest number of annual fatalities is seen in the years of 21 to 24 age group. This really proves that the age limitation to 21 does not work when you have the number greater of annual fatalities in the age group of 21 to 24. This really puts into question that law and why is it should be lowered when you are seeing most of annual death per year on the age group of 21 to 24. By putting the age group on the 18, you will get a lot less drinking consumption on the age of 18 to 21, and by the age of 21 you're already experienced enough to make decisions where you can have a more responsible drinking habits, and your body will adjust and tell you when you already have had enough. Okay, so I talked to you about first at the beginning about shame and guilt. Shame and guilt does not work. When you are at your friend's party and you have your first drink, all you have in your mind is how much scolding you have heard from your parents about drinking. The only way to forget or to enjoy your party is to drink more. This is exactly what I'm trying to prevent. By making the legal drinking age 18, it will become less of a thrill for those at the age of 18 to drink. Many of us who do so today, or many of us that did it when we were the age of 18, we did it out of a rebellious act because we saw it as a forbidden fruit. So what happens is young adults are breaking the law. They choose to drink in clandestine locations to avoid prosecutions. The legal drinking age promotes unsafe and irresponsible drinking and has led to the development of a dangerous subculture among today's youth, defining the drinking games pre-gaming. So what is pre-gaming? Pre-gaming is where you drink before you leave your house. An 18-year-old drinking age would effectively remove youngs from that atmosphere. So we come to my last slide. So I want to ask each and every one of you, after you have heard all of these comparisons with other states where the drinking age is really compared, and they have less death inclines, who here will be willing to talk about responsible drinking with their kids? Again, prohibiting does not work. It did not work then, and has not worked out. Perhaps most importantly, this proposal will create awareness and responsibility to those around us. And will involve more our parents, our teachers, and those role models to really enforce responsible drinking. Thank you.